Often, students find writing in English intimidating, simply because they don't really know the correct forms to use in different situations. So today I'm going to work with my students to learn a particularly useful format, a business letter. Most intermediate or advanced students already know how to write a friendly letter, but business letters are probably more useful since they can be applied to a wider range of situations. Today, we're going to learn how to write a business letter in the context of making a complaint about a product or service. It's always a good idea to look at an example first, so I printed out some sample complaint letters I found online. My students will read them over, and then I'll ask each student to give summaries about their letters. Next, we'll analyze the layout, and I'll call their attention to certain aspects of the form. Finally, I'll ask them to produce their own complaint letter, and we'll read some examples. You could assign specific complaints to write about, but today I'm going to let them use their imagination. So for today's lesson, we're going to focus on business letters and how to write a business letter. Okay? And here I'm going to pass out an example of a business letter. I want you to read it and go through it and focus on the format. I want you to look at how the format is done. Okay? So is everyone done reading their letters?
Yes.
Okay. Pedro, can you give me a summary of what your letter is about?
This letter is about a claim for client about a product that person bought in a store. It was a summary.
Okay. So what does it say in the letter? What does he say about the product?
He explained the problems with the product.
Okay.
Two different kind of problems, and also he described how the people in the store the people in the store couldn't help him.
Oh, okay. And Andres, what is your letter about?
It's about it's probably the same thing that Pedro said. She is a woman and she's concerned because the product that she buy make some problems in her face. She got an allergy.
Great. So all of these letters have something in common. What do they have in common? Complaint. Yes, exactly.
Complaint
These are called complaint letters.
Complaint letter.
Complaint letters.
Yes.
Okay. So let's take a look at the format here. What are some common things that we see at the top?
The date.
We see the date.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the next one, who is this letter addressed to?
The company.
The company.
The company,
Oh,
Exactly.
the charge
business.
in charge.
the business,
Okay.
the store.
Great. And then what about the next part?
The sender.
The sender, exactly.
The
All right. And then the next part?
The specific department in
Yeah.
the company.
It usually says attention.
Yeah.
Attention to a
Attention.
specific
Yeah.
department
Or
or area.
personal.
Okay.
Yes.
And then when it says here, dear
It's like an introduction.
Dear.
introduction to
Yeah.
whoever they are writing to.
Yes.
Okay. And you notice here that after who it's addressed to, there is a colon. You always
Colon.
use a colon when you write a business letter, nothing else.
Yeah.
Okay. And the basic format of the letter, it usually states what, for example? The problem?
Yeah.
Explain the problem.
Problem, exactly. And at the bottom, what do we see here?
The sign, the John.
The
umbrella.
signature.
The
The signature of the person. Okay, so you see the signature of the person, and at the bottom, it's the person's name typed out.
Yes.
Okay, and if you're including something with a business letter, you usually put enclosure, colon. Okay, and you state what else is included with the letter. Okay?
Yup.
So what I want you to do now is write an example of a complaint letter. Using this exact same format, I want you to do the same thing. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, Pedro, would you like to read to us your complaint letter?
Okay, perfect. I put the date, the company,
Okay.
put my name, and after that, star. Dear all, I wore your shirts since 15 years ago, and I never had a problem. But the last month, I bought 3 black shirts, model New York, and after the first wash, each one of them changed their color to blue the first, to pink the second, and orange the third. That was very strange and unusual for me. I went to the store where I bought them, and they said me that these new colors are the new trend for this season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know much about fashion, but the answer was for me absolutely stupid. I request from you for the solution to my problem immediately.
Okay.
Sincerely yours, Beverly.
Very good. So are these letters
Are concerned.
formal or informal letters?
Formal.
Formal letters. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, and what do you say in them? You have, it's called a complaint letter, so what are you writing about?
Do you explain the problem,
Mhm.
and after that, do you require a solution?
You request a solution.
You request a solution or payment or something like that.
Exactly. So you state the problem, but then you want a solution to the problem.
Yes,
Exactly.
in a polite way.
In a polite way. Exactly.
That is it.
Making complaints is just one situation in which your students might need to write a business letter. Here are some other ideas. A cover letter for a resume, a letter of apology to a client who has received bad service, a follow-up letter to a job interview, a letter of acceptance or rejection to a university applicant or job candidate, or a formal request for information. Even though most communication today is done via email, many formal situations still require the use of a traditional business letter, and this skill will be especially valuable to your students who are studying English for business or academic purposes.